What an absolutely massive U-turn the market did. Earlier today, first half of the day, I see that Palantir is literally down -3%, something like this. I look at my phone as I'm making a video, and before lunch, Palantir is up 4%, 5%, 6%, 7%, 8 freaking percent for the day. What an absolute freaking monster Palantir is. Let's try to make some sense about what happened today. First and foremost, the entire market just rallied. Let's go take a look at the charts. The Nasdaq is up 1.75%. The S&P 500 is just over 0.15%, and the Dow Jones is negative. So what the hell happened? Why did literally all the tech stocks make a huge recovery, a huge U-turn? Palantir, over $10. We're back in double-digit ranges. Double digits is super important as that's the psychological barrier about what's happening. Look at Palantir where it is for the last month. Palantir went up. Check it out. Palantir went up. It hit the low right around here at around the $7 range. It went back up to around that $10 range, just barely $10. Dropped all the way down back to the $6 something, and now it's up to the $10 mark. If you ask me, that looks beautiful. Nvidia is up 3%. Unity is up 13%. And Tesla's the craziest out of everything. Tesla should have been down today double digits. It should have been down today double digits because that the quarter two deliveries are going to be less than stellar. However, that's just on the surface. Underneath, people are like, well, maybe Tesla did an amazing job, and if they can deliver 250,000 cars in a market like we have right now with all the bottlenecking, maybe Tesla is good. Maybe it's not even a road bump. Maybe they did astronomically well and did as best as possible in the situation that they have at hand. I don't know. But it looks like the entire tech market is up, 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 up. Okay, let's go back to Palantir. Let's talk about the news. Bank of America started talking about facial recognitions. If you remember, Bank of America gave a price target to Palantir of $13. When they gave that price target of $13, Palantir was around $9. That got Palantir to over $10. Now, I'm not saying it's just Bank of America, but Bank of America definitely helped the price of Palantir recover. Plus, a SPAC of Palantir signed up a massive, massive deal, which I'll go over in a moment. Palantir likely to benefit from government's usage of facial recognition technology as per Bank of America. Analyst Mariana Perez Mora, who has a buy rating on Palantir Technologies share price and a $13 price target, noted that a recent report from the Government Accountability Office points out that 18 out of 24 government agencies 18 out of 24, that's nearly 60%, have started to use facial recognition technology for a multitude of reasons, including digital access and law enforcement. But with increased concerns over effectiveness as well as privacy and the potential for facial recognition technology to be compromised, the U.S. needs oversight and regulation over how FRT is used, especially considering that 13 out of the 14 agencies that use facial recognition technology to attack criminal investigations did not monitor how their employees use non-federal facial recognition technology systems. Now, this is where Palantir comes in. And that's where Palantir is likely to play a part, Perez Mora wrote. The analyst noted that Palantir Foundry System offers granular access controls, oversight of data usage, and secure cross-agency collaboration, and the company has made it a point to highlight the effectiveness of its software, while still persevering individual fundamental privacy rights. Palantir does not take your data. Palantir does not steal your data. Palantir processes the data that you already have. That's what Palantir does. In addition, Mora highlighted a recent interview from Palantir Chief Executive Officer Alex Karp, in which the CEO mentioned the company has taken, and I quote, tremendous strides to ensure its platforms are applied ethically, going so far to note that it has turned down projects that don't align with the company's value. For example, the Muslim database, they were not going to do one of those, and I commend them for not doing that. Don't overstep the boundaries. Make sure you have proper AI data analytics, but also make sure that you don't overstep and take away people's human, decent rights, the rights that are ensured to you by the United States government and the United States government's allies. Don't turn into that country that you want to save America from, right? The end does not justify the means, if that makes sense. And shout out to Palantir Daily. This is run by my friend Amit. Shout out to him. He does a fantastic job and he updates this daily, sometimes by the freaking minute. So I'm going to steal this article from his website. I think he's going to appreciate that, and I'm giving him 100% credit. Palantir SPAC, Tritium Charging lands a huge UK deal to expand. Tritium Charging is one of my favorite Palantir SPACs. The main reason for this is because, well, they execute and get things done. And I quote, Brisbane-based electrical vehicle charging technology innovator Tritium had partnered up with one of UK's leading service station operators to add more than 100 fast chargers to Motor Fuel Group's MFG network. MFG has also announced that it is investing £400 million, $755 million into its EV strategy, funded entirely by cash on hand. Guys, Palantir is a freaking beast. Palantir SPACs, beasts. Time will tell, but it's evident. I mean, literally, just look at the evidence. How much government contracts, how many government contracts are coming to Palantir, and not just domestically, but abroad as well, and how much total addressable market is growing. Palantir has massive opportunities, and Palantir even has like a total addressable market circle where they said, Gotham, we're almost at the end of our total addressable market. While Foundry, we still have a huge total addressable market, and Apollo has an enormous total addressable market. Palantir keeps growing because what Palantir does, nobody does. Palantir is an enterprise, and that's different than just building a small solution. They build an entire framework. They build an entire platform, and that's what sets Palantir apart from all the other agencies or all the other mimickers or competition that's around Palantir. Listen, we're up 8.6%. I'll take it. $10, I'll take it. You don't know. Soon 20, 30, 40, 50. Of course, we could go down. None of this is financial advice, purely entertainment and educational purposes. But with so many down days, it's good to have an up day. Now, CPI data this month, consumer sentiment report this month, FOMC meeting this month, GDP reading this month. We have a lot of things coming out this month. Everybody is expecting doom and gloom. And I think that the percentages are going to say we're going to get doom and gloom. But if we're currently at a recession, how much longer of a recession can we have? And if Palantir is the company that does good in good times and does good in bad times, well, maybe coming out of this recession, Palantir is going to be an absolute behemoth. And maybe we will see that 20, that 30, that 40, that 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and bring it home to $100 a share. I'm not trying to kid myself. I'm not in some yo-yo land. And I know that it's not just a straight line up, but I truly do believe that we're at the bottom of the S-curve when it comes to Palantir, because all of these government contracts that we're talking about, all of these potential government contracts that we're talking about, all of this military government contracts, as well as non-military government contracts, as well as corporate contracts, both domestic and abroad, these are all going to catch up to each other, and eventually it's going to explode, and Palantir is going to have that massive run up, because everybody knows you start with a small contract when it comes to Palantir, and then you expand on that small contract, and then you use tens of millions of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars and hopefully billion-dollar contracts in the future. Guys, if you like my style, please hit me up in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe, please tell me in the comments, and I will be happy to respond as a thank you for you to subscribe to my channel and say thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Have a great day.